Hey, what is up, y'all? It is another episode of Wine and Words of Encouragement. I can't wait to get into this wine with you. Let's get right to it. Today we're in France. Today we're talking about a rosé of Grenache. This is called the Lucerne. I hope you guys can see that label right there. Let's get right into it on the nose. So I'm getting immediately some raspberry. I'm getting like this spice here too, like very exotic kind of spice. I'm getting a bit of pear here too. And peach. Let's go ahead and taste it and see if everything's translating to the palate. Beautiful. Everything translates to the palate. Very focused fruit here. Raspberry is definitely the dominant here, but you do get into that kind of peachy thing in the mid palate to the finish. It does have a kick of spice. There's like nice kind of perfectly ripe strawberries here too that I'm digging. A little white pepper here too, which I'm digging. Acid is medium plus, man. Acid is really good on this. This is a very well balanced rosé. Highly recommend this. I'm gonna go grab a case of this. This is really, really good. Delicious and the perfect summer or spring wine. Definitely a porch pounder. So yeah, go get this if you can get your hands on it. But anyway, let's get into the words. So one of my biggest fears when I was younger was getting old and working a job in which everything became like I was chasing my tail, like a kind of like a monotonous cycle that I can't get out of. And I never wanted that to be my life, but it was for a while. I worked corporate at AT&T for a while, and when I worked there, I definitely felt like my soul was being pulled out of me, and I was definitely chasing my tail. And so because I remember that feeling so vividly, I'm going to give some tips on how to break that cycle, even if you're in that cycle at the moment. The first thing I would do, and this is the first thing you should do in the morning. If you are one of those people that work a job or even have a business where you just feel like everything's becoming monotonous and you keep on chasing your tail. First thing I do in the morning to break the cycle, break whatever I was going to get into, is instead of reaching for my phone, because everybody does this, I know, they always reach for their phone and they start looking at emails and trying to figure out who they need to respond back to, or what's going on in the day, or what to think from social media and all this other stuff. Before you reach for your phone, ask yourself this question: what is the best version of you, and how can you get closer to that today? Easy question, right? But not an easy in execution. If you're thinking on a level like a bigger picture type of point of view, all the little stuff that really irritates you normally, you're not going to dwell on it because your elevated self, it does not fall in line to getting you there. It's small and it's minuscule. It's something that you shouldn't even be thinking about. So first thing I do, what's the best version of yourself? Another thing I do is I journal. So I will write down maybe 3 things that I can do today to make sure that I am overcoming, the pitfalls of small thinking. And then lastly, I definitely meditate. After I've got a chance to get my coffee or tea, I'll slow everything down and I'll meditate. You don't want to get stuck doing the same old thing, because you're going to continue to react to the same old thing. You want to think big picture. You want to let the little stuff be little stuff and just keep on thinking big so you can get to the elevated place that you should be, at least in your head. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Until next week, cheers.